Hey, I'm gonna keep it a buck, y'all. I only trust 3 people in the world right now when it comes to cardio in the clutch, okay? Mo Farah, that one dude who ran the length of Africa, and Declan Rice, bro. This guy is a machine. It's different now, bro. It's different. Declan Rice, bro, worth his weight in gold. What's goody, everybody? It's full-time trip. We are here again in the establishment building, tenement yard, wherever y'all at, man. I'm right there with y'all. We're back in the building. Wolverhampton Wanderers 0, Arsenal 2 at the Molineux Stadium, baby. Back to winning ways. Back to winning ways, a very, very important result. We can talk a little bit about the performance and stuff, but before I do anything, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Almost fumbled my damn words, but let's just talk about the occasion, the moment. We needed 3 points today. We needed 3 points. We needed the damn points. I don't give a fuck how that factors in. I don't know what performance is equivalent to that. I don't care if we get it by an own goal, penalties. I don't care if there's 10 men on the pitch, 9 men on the pitch, 5 men on the pitch. They got 2 men on the pitch. You know what I'm saying? Their mascots feeling different. Somebody. I don't care. We just needed the 3 points today. That was bottom line it. We needed to keep our only trophy that was left, the Premier League. We needed to keep pace, and not only that, we did assert some level of pressure. I know everybody, the biggest thing on everybody's mind right now is the fatigue this late in the season. How is everybody coping with that? How are we going to be able to, manage these final games with the intensity needed to get these games over the line and win as much as we possibly can? Again, everybody's feeling it. I don't know what the answer is, but everybody's feeling this fatigue. Again, you saw City didn't look their best, even though they won the Carabao FA Cup. Sorry, not Carabao Cup. The FA Cup game against Chelsea, they didn't look their best. They looked a little bit leggy as well. Liverpool, as much as they put out an effort in midweek, they still had some legs. They got to see what's up with them tomorrow and figure that out. There's still so much fatigue that's plaguing the top 3 teams right now in the Premier League that even though all was dropped out of European football, there's still going to be the after effects of that can create some type of difference, can create some type of moment where somebody can drop points in the remaining games of this season. I believe that there are still points to be dropped for everybody. I hope we don't, but I still think everybody at least has a significant chance of dropping points, City is included. But back to this game today, again, it was about the 3 points. It was about the 3 points. It was about restoring some momentum. It was about finding our way through and still staying alive in this title race. And we did just that. That's all I wanted. That's really all I wanted. I want to talk about, 3 things mainly. All right. The first thing I want to talk about, offensive endeavor, just popping a fucking shot. Just being able to, just make those little things happen. The killer instinct to maybe say, just try. The bravery. That's really the bottom line. Bravery in terms of, maybe it might not be instruction, but if there's a chance there, see if you can make it happen. Again, the person who has that the most in this squad is actually the person who scored and broke the deadlock for us in this game today, Leandro Trossard. And say what you will about him, impact sub, whatever, blah blah blah, but he's the most dangerous finisher in our team, in my opinion, at this stage, and he is one of if not our most clutch player in the league this season. I don't care what you guys say. He has proven time and time again in those moments he can be composed, he can dig something out, and he's gonna put in something that can be magical. He's done it time and time again. This season's no different, and today was no different. What a wonderful finish at the outside of the boot, bang. I just hope this mentality bleeds into everybody else in the squad, to where if those chances, like Declan Rice has space approaching, the 18-yard box and stuff like that, can he pop a shot? I think he did once, but there was other opportunities where it could have been there. Can Havertz look up and see it in front field and see Jesus making a clear run into the box and just playing a simple pass through him instead of trying to keep the ball and keep tempo and slow the play down? Again, a lot of his function and a lot of his I'd say mentality is to slow the game down, keep possession, steadily creep up. But if there's a clear-cut opportunity for that to be had, jump out of that comfort zone. Have that little instinctual nous to say, oh shit, that's an opportunity right there. Play him in. Those little things, those little nuggets of bravery. You know what I mean? Again, Saka does have. I think Saka does have that, but there's I feel like just how he's positioned in the game a lot, which changed a little bit today with him being stationed on the wing and him being double marked. He doesn't have too many opportunities for that to happen unless he like really makes it and dribbles through, like the goal he almost scored at the end of the game. But that the nuggets of bravery, you know what I'm saying? Just having that a little bit of endeavor about you to say, shit, I might pop a shot, or I might pull this cross a little bit early, or I might see what happens, to try and incite things, to make things happen and facilitate potential opportunities. That's really it. If we show more of that, I feel like a lot of worries that we have in these games, to where it gets formulaic and we're passing through, we're trying to bait them in, we're trying to create these spaces. If we have a moment to do it, I feel like it would again, it would definitely lead to something, in my opinion. Eventually it will, of course, obviously lead to something the more you keep plugging away at it, but it would add a little bit of difference, add a little bit of variance, add a little bit of just a mystery. I feel like at this point a lot of opposition teams know how we work, and I feel like a lot of people understand that we're probably one of the most risk averse teams in the league. We have a really good system, we have really good structure, and we don't really necessarily deviate outside that structure, more than other people might. And I think that if we add those little moments of, take a run there, take a run here, make some little tweaks, and just show a moment. If you see like a little glimmer of light, fucking take it, shoot for it. And I think that could lead us to some good places, and that could, again, add a little bit more danger to our game overall. Just showing endeavor. That, I think, to me, is that simple. But again, I may be wrong. I ain't a professional and shit like that. I just love the game. But to move on, I want to talk about some of the differences in this game. I loved seeing Saka in central areas and then moving a little bit further in. I thought both the left and the right hand side were firing, and again, it was also due to the opposition not having all their personnel available, but also how we played. I got to give some credence to that. And I think in parts of the game where Saka was able to move, and float from central area to maybe a little bit further, not all the way to the left-hand side, but maybe left half space sometimes, and just see what happens. I think that was pretty rare, but it was mostly just the center area, like center forward spot, like right outside the box, or just a little bit further in. We were able to create and open up a lot more. I think maybe it was I want to say Odegaard was inciting a lot of give and goes because Saka moved into the central space, and there was a lot of fluidity that I saw on the right hand side between them three today specifically. And I feel like a lot of that is down to Saka moving and not, he eventually started to drift away from his given spot on that right hand side, on the right wing, on that touch line, and with that little bit more movement, create a lot more opportunities. I thought more than the last few games, Ben White definitely got to the byline a lot more. I think that was down to Saka's movement and Odegaard picking up what they were putting down, and that synergy there. So that was good. I thought the left hand side in the first half was particularly the more dangerous of the two, if you want it to be real. I think it cooled off in the second half, but the first half, I thought Trossard was really, really good with at least attempting the early cross, attempting those balls across. I thought actually moving Jesus deeper to kind of play, again, to not necessarily receive the ball and carry, but just have a bit more facilitating moments there, get a little bit of a burst of pace, even though he might not even have that shit no more. But those little things to help progress the ball a little bit further. I didn't see Havertz really on the left wing too much. It was either he was center forward or he kind of moved into 8 to kind of help with the aerial ball and the second ball, and then he kind of moved forward to press again, just tagging in, tagging out when he needed to, with Odegaard in the front of the press. So that was good. I like that. I like that interchange. I like Jesus and Trossard's link up. I thought Trossard was player of the first half. I thought he did very, very well. And I can't complain at the finish, man. I can't complain at that finish, brother. But I thought there was really good stuff on the left-hand side as well. The defense, unfortunate downside, I will note, Kiwior did not have the best of games. I thought second half he grew into it very, very well. But first half, I feel like he was reading certain things wrong. He's a little bit slow to it. Maybe some apprehension of him trying to throw his weight around. I don't know what the deal is exactly with Kiwior, but sometimes he's not comfortable, going into the challenge. Maybe he's trying to judge the flight of the ball and trying to just head it out and play it safe rather than use his physicality, and maybe that it's a little bit wary that it might lead to a foul. Maybe he's, I guess, cognizant of the size differential and how it might look to the refs. I don't know exactly what it is, but he wasn't as strong in those challenges. He wasn't as strong, in the physical duels, and I think that's something he's got to fix up. He's got to be a little bit more aggressive on, in my opinion. But yeah, I think it's a learning curve. It's a learning curve, and again, it's not his natural position. He is more central defender, so we'll see what happens with him. I want to talk about my man of the match, worth his weight in gold, Declan Rice, man. Let's talk about him really, really quickly, man. To have a full 90 where, again, he is literally 95% of the defensive cover sometimes. When the game gets a little bit stretched and the ball's there, I've seen in the first half, he was flagging people down 20-yard sprints. They were ahead of him by like 4 paces. He caught to them, clutch tackles, smart passing all across the gap. And in the last 20 to 25 minutes of the game, I think he hit a different gear. He caught a different wind, bro. He was just on it, man. Like stopping again Wolves attacks and like key attacks, def passing, just really good stuff. Some bombing runs, they just couldn't even catch him or contain him. The engine on this guy is ridiculous, bro. And it was a very good performance and a great return to form, you know, after maybe a couple of down weeks, down weeks compared to his standard that he's set so far this season at Arsenal. So I enjoyed the performance. I'm glad we just got through. The most important thing is the result. I'm glad we got through and got maximum points. Now we turn to Chelsea in the midweek. It's going to be another mid-block pain fest. Athletes all over the pitch. How can we maintain intensity while being a little bit tired from, you know, European competition and still being able to get over line against them? We're at home, so it is a bit more positive, I'd say, positive and favorable for us. But again, they're rocking with as shit as they are, they still have super athletes that can break in transition. So that's going to be one thing we're going to be wary of going into that match. But today, the 3 points is secured. We're at the top of the league with an extra game over City. We could take it to 6 points with 2 extra games over City. And yeah, listen, I believe. I still believe. As crazy as it seems, wild as people might want to, you know, see that as, I still believe. I think there's a lot of twists and turns left in this. At least one good one for, you know what I'm saying, for opposition. And so we'll see where we at. But we got to keep winning. We got to keep momentum. We cannot falter. This cannot be the period where we completely crumble. Yes, we've had bad results that didn't go our way in the past week, but we can't let that define the rest of this season. Just can't. Just got to believe, you know what I'm saying, show some heart, play for the badge, man. We got to do it. Nobody else gonna do it, so we got to. So let's do that. Let me know what you guys thought of the game in the comment section below. Let me know how you felt, performances, moments, chances missed, all that good stuff. Let me know. Also, that ref was dog shit, but that's a whole nother thing. Paul Tierney, I see you. But that's all the time I got. This has been Full Time Trip, and we are out of here, man. COYG.